Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. And let's talk a little bit about Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin joined Snac, and I'll link that Instagram link in the description. Snac welcomed Golovkin to their program after he went life and death with Sergey Derevyanchenko, which a lot of people felt that he lost that fight. I felt it was a close fight, so I can't really call it a big robbery, but he did score a questionable knockdown. I think he like a rabbit punch, whatever it was, or whatever. But now he's joining Snac ahead of his yet-to-be-announced fight with Kamil Szeremeta. Kamil Szeremeta is a Polish fighter that don't have that many knockouts, and we'll talk about the odds or the potential odds, and I'll link that in the description as well. But we'll see what Triple G looked like at 37 with Snac. It's been a lot of speculation about Snac, Victor Conte, and his relationship with Nevada Testing. If you don't know, Victor Conte was with the Balco thing, and he specialized in undetectable HGH hormones. Even had a water that had, I think, HGH in there, allegedly. And they couldn't really, basically he specialized in undetectable performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, going up to the Bay Area, he had some issues with Tyrone Wheatley, great running back from Inkster, Michigan. And he told on a lot of people to save his bacon. And basically, if he get caught doing that again, he going to jail for a very long time. So basically, he was a rat. He supplied these dudes, and he didn't hold his own or stand on his power. And now he's starting, a life after his PEDs with a supplemental program. His supplements are meant to be clean. They're meant to, help fighters be efficient. I mean, from ZMA. I mean, your stuff you get from Optimum Nutrition. Your GNC brand stuff. I really don't know what's the difference between these. Is it are they more pure or do they work better? I mean, a lot of fighters are promoting them. You see it on Fight Hub, Demetrius Andrade, Devin Haney, Daniel Jacobs. A lot of dudes is trusting this man after what he did. Now, Willie Monroe did pop hot for something else, and he threw Willie Monroe under the bus. I mean, as a black man, and there's no, as a black man, I wouldn't trust Victor Conte. You know what I'm saying? He easily throw you under the bus, I bet you, because he's done it before to guys like Tyrone Wheatley and other athletes, and Shane Mosley and guys of that nature. I wouldn't trust it, but at the end of the day, really, none of his fighters really popped hot, based off the snack products, the protein, the ZMAs, the night train, whatever else he got going right now. So I don't know how efficient and how good the products is. Is it a big difference between Optimum Nutrition, Muscle Tech, whatever? But Golovkin is going to join Snac. I guess I don't know if he's going to join the full program where they lay out a strength and conditioning program for him, where they lay out, or he just going to take the supplements. He's probably going to be doing a strength and conditioning program. Victor Conte will lay it out for him. Sean Porter also does it. A lot of fighters do it that be in good shape. They take those products and, let Snac sponsor them. But obviously it's going to rise questions, if he come back and has unbelievable stamina. But really versus Kamil Szeremeta, I think it's the right time to join a program like that, and not versus when he get a Canelo trilogy, which is slated for September. Behind the scenes is what they're saying, but it's always raises questions. I mean, people had questions about Golovkin before, but really you don't know because he wasn't fighting great opposition before he really stepped up versus Daniel Jacobs, and then he looked pedestrian. But we'll see, what Victor Conte can do for him. Obviously, he helped Mikey survive for 12 rounds versus Errol Spence, but nothing more than that, and a lot less than that if depending on how you're looking at the glass, half empty or half full. But we'll see what Golovkin can do at 37 years old. Obviously, his lifestyle out the ring is huge, and making it to 37, so he pretty much disciplined. He always around weight. I seen him get chubby a couple of times, when the money started to hit the direct deposit, started to get direct deposited in his account. But we got to see, man. But Victor Conte, he got a close relationship with Vada too, and that kind of leads to speculation that if his fighters do pop hot, he can clear their name or whatever. But some boxing companies, I'll just leave it at broad, got a non-disclosure agreement with Vada in some of the drug testing companies where, you know, they got to keep it on the wraps. That's what it seems. So we'll see what happened with Golovkin and Victor Conte's relationship and see if he can take him to the next level. But he is slated to fight Kamil Szeremeta. It's yet to be announced. It's supposed to go down March 28th in Chicago, is what they're saying. And Kamil Szeremeta has opened up as big as a 25-1 underdog in that fight. And Golovkin went to seek a mandatory. He asked the IBF to order a mandatory. Now, right now, Szeremeta is not ranked number 1 or number 2 in the IBF. He is ranked number 3. There is not a number 1 or 2 ranked contender in the IBF. All right, I feel that the IBF should have ordered a rematch with Derevchenko since it was controversy around there. But these sanction belt bodies never do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Tony Harrison had to give Jermell Charlo a rematch in that fight. That fight wasn't as close as Derevchenko and Golovkin. All right, in my opinion. Yeah, that fight you could have made a situation where it was a lot wider, or a little bit wider, but 2 different sanction belt bodies, and the DAZN paying Triple G all this money to fight a dude like Szeremeta who got like 7 or 5 or 6 KOs throughout his career. Now, one of the reasons the fight gonna be in Chicago is to exploit the Polish community and have them come out and support Kamil Szeremeta. Now, Kamil Szeremeta, I haven't seen a lot of work for him, but he can't punch. And if you can't punch, you're probably not going to beat Triple G. Now, had Derevchenko Triple G did it again, I think that would have been a huge fight back in New York. It was a Fight of the Year candidate. And I think it'll be interesting to see who got more gas in the tank left between them. You know what I'm saying? Because Derevchenko had about 24 fights in the World Series of Boxing. So it'd have been interesting, man. But Triple G seeked this mandatory. This mandatory wasn't ordered. He asked the IBF to order the mandatory. And, you know, at the end of the day, who looks to fight that mandatory? A guy that don't want to fight other guys in the division. He didn't want to be forced to fight Demetrius Andrade. He never wanted to fight Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, he could have knocked on Chris Eubanks Jr. door and fought him. You know what I'm saying? Even though at the time he's pretty much inactive. But, you know, he wasn't trying to fight none of the other contenders. And what he's trying to do is preserve himself for a Canelo fight, for another Canelo payday. Triple G ain't taking no risks with none of these other dudes. And this is why I never respect him. He never took risks in his career. His career has been like perfectly match made to make him look like some type of killer. And a lot of people was buying the hype. And even Max Kellerman, you know, had to come clean. He was one of the biggest Triple G apologists before he came abroad. And I've been saying this for years, man. I've been saying this about this dude for years. And I've been called hate. And I've been called a hater. I took so much slander. And now people starting to see he a bum. You know what I'm saying? As far as how he moving, he's a bum. He don't want to fight nobody. He's a good fighter, but he don't want to test himself. He all about getting the money and fighting a particular style of fighter. Didn't want to give Jacobs a rematch. That would have been a good fight. Don't want to fight Andrade. Don't want to fight Charlo for whatever reason that may be. He just want to fight Canelo. Didn't want to move up in weight. And I understand Marvin Hagler never moved up in weight. I get it. But at the time, 168, you know, I mean, who was there for him to fight as far as, you know, going overseas and doing that? You know, he went overseas, I think, and won his first belt. But come on, man. Why Golovkin ain't going to move up? But Canelo stay at 68. Golovkin going to move up. We done seen too many of these type of Kamil Szeremeta fights, man. Proska, Rosado, Curtis Stevenson, Dave Lemieux, he wasn't nothing. Marco Antonio Rubio, I mean, Willie Monroe. We done seen this act over and over again. His only highlights is fighting Daniel Jacobs because he got knocked out in his career. That's the reason he fought him, because he thought he had a weak chin. And fighting Canelo Alvarez, you know, and Derevchenko now. You know, his career is filled with pedestrian fighters, man. You know, and at 37, I don't care how old you is, you should have laid the foundation and fought a lot of killers early on. You wasn't trying to fight Arthur Abraham when he was in Germany, when he was over there. He wasn't trying to fight no killers, man. He just wanted a big payday, man. I'll fight anybody from 54 to 68, and then 75, he said at first, Abel Sanchez. And now, look at him, man. But, hey, we'll see what happened. I don't think anybody in this world care about this fight, man. He just preserving himself for a Canelo fight. I wish Canelo give Jamal a chance before he give Golovkin a chance and make him wait till he's 38 years old, 39 years old. I think he'd be 38 in April. But, hey, don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request, keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Want to make a donation to the channel. That information is in the description. PayPal link, and then just the Cash App username, CJGood313. If you want to do that. Other than that, man, best way to help the channel out, share the videos. Other than that, man, we on all social media. You know, just share the video. Instrumental link in the description. Article links and the Instagram link proving he a part of Snac in the description. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.